Hello, welcome back to our program. Let me just say that we are shooting from our New York studio right here at Christian Cultural Center, and I'm glad to have my guest, Christopher ARCENEAUX, and we're going to talk, say Chris.
Right, that's fine.
Okay. Now, your uncle, all right, now, he was a member of this club. And again, forgive me, I'm New York, that's the South, that's
Right.
Louisiana,
Right.
and I'm saying, okay, African-American, golf in the 80s.
Right.
How did that happen?
Well, it's himself also. I mean, he actually picked up the game, as he shared a lot of things with me. He picked up the game the same way. Someone gave him one club, and that was it. Then he worked his way, from starting with local groups, local men's club groups, associations, and then from there, one of the local club champs also. I mean, his home also. It's just, I guess it's the spirit part, where when I think of the golf spirit, I've been around so many great champions, I could list the name of them, with my uncle himself. He said, Chris, the grass I used to play out of was, was cornfield, and that's how he learned. So he said, learn how to play out of that grass was very easy when you hit out of the grass that they have so manicured and cut today. So when you learn how to hit that stuff, it was called rough, which no golfer wants to go in. When you learn how to hit out of that stuff, you pretty much can hit out of anything.
I got you. Now, in your teen years, you continued to play, and while other kids were playing basketball, you were playing golf.
Yeah, I actually, I was railroaded so many times by the coaches. Why don't you come play basketball? I had the height and everything, but golf was always my love. I was so scared to get injured, and I would not be able to hold the golf club. If I poked a finger into the ball, or whatever sport it was, running track hurt my knee, I wouldn't be able to play golf.
Now, did you play so we're talking about high school?
Yeah, I actually, because of me, my skills, I actually took the school to state twice. I led it 2 years in a row, and it was just wonderful. I mean, at that time, I was really anticipating on making golf a career, but I kind of I had a sidestep there with Mom getting sick. I had to become the man in the house, so I started off in college, in my second year, and then find out, my mom could not handle her rent, so I had to decide, let's move home, and maybe I'll do a walk-on to a local golf team, and then I wound up finding myself doing more working. I was working night receiving at Walmart and going to school during the day, popping reviving pills to stay up. I just couldn't do it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. And it really kind of like me took my career that I really loved and put it on the box and said, okay, manhood, Mom needs you. And, never gave the dream up, and look where I'm at. I am today. It's just, the things that the fields that I'm walking on, guys that I looked at on the TV with. I looked at Tim O'Neill, Tiger Woods. I looked at all these guys and look at all this stuff that I'm doing. For the week of the U.S. Open, I'm inside the ropes. Everybody that's sitting in the stands want to know, how did you get in there? I said, if you want something real bad, it will happen.
Yeah.
It all starts with a thought in your imagination.
And a dream.
Yes.
That's your purpose. Never leaves. No matter what detours you may experience in life, that burning passion stays there. But it says a lot about your character, your maturity. And I'm sure your faith played a very important part in all of this, that you would put aside your dream to be there for your mother. Now, did her sickness end at one time, or? Well,
she had got to a point where she couldn't work, and she just couldn't work. She couldn't hold a job. So I pretty much took a full-time job, working at Walmart, and then I found myself doing more work than golf.
How old were you at the time?
Oh, boy, I was about my 18. So I would say anywhere from 20. 21, 22 in that range.
Right around that age. But it says a lot, again, that you took on that kind of responsibility. But, we're rewarded when we sacrifice ourselves for the sake of others, especially, in our faith tradition says, honor your mother and father. And that means being willing to make those sacrifices just for them. But it's paying off because as a result of that, even though there was a time gap, you're now, at places and meeting people that you never imagined that you would meet. Now, tell us a little bit more about the journey. Once that gap was over and you were able to go back in and pursue things fully, you began to play certain tournaments and trophies. Tell us a little bit about those trophies.
What I experienced also with my passion, I mean, golf is so easy to me. It's a natural. I mean, it's like walking. I can, I could look at a guy swing. I don't know if I should mention his name, but he actually was a part of me being here today. But I looked at his swing and I said, I'm not going to change your swing. I'm just going to look at what you're doing, what your setup. And I just moved him a little. And he said, wait a minute, I'm feeling something different. I'm excited, so we got to do this again. So you make one promise. You say, Chris, when you get to the top, just don't forgive me to give me another golf lesson. So it's exciting to know that golf is that easy to me. And just like, I find it walking. So when I look at the journey part, what I had the chance to receive, the opportunity to experience with the Golf Channel tour, I played that event, that tour for 2 years. And then in 2007, I became Player of the Year, which is not an easy task out of 200 golfers. But I think I won about 8 out of 8 to 9 events in 2 years, which is, I have trophies, beautiful trophies. Some events at Bethpage Red. I was the New York State Open champion for that event. And when I looked at it, I said, okay, I can do this. I started gaining confidence, building momentum. And it was all the other cases because guys will call me up, Chris, come play in a 4-man scramble. I'm the 4-man team guy. So I was the anchor guy. And any team I was on, it was guaranteed a victory.
So it comes natural to you.
I was the hidden gem and the diamond in the rough. I was the ringer, they would call, the cleanup guy. I was that person that a guy know he could hit that last shot, he could make the putt, he could do this, he could hit it, So it's just so easy for me.
But, I find that when a person has a particular gift, it comes easy to them. And that's why character is so important. I appreciate the fact that you are subscribed to faith, you're a man of faith, you have the values of family and God and education and community burned into your heart and to your life. And I think it makes a difference because there are a lot of extremely gifted people who lack personal maturity. And when you bring those two things together, it really becomes an incredible dynamic duo for success in life. So when we look at a Michael Jordan, you look at him and say, I could do that because he makes it look so easy. Right. But you also, because everybody's not able to be good at something and also teach it. No. So you're able to look at another person and immediately understand what they need to change or improve.
Right. I think it's just, like I said, it's natural. And I think you have to have that also in you. And that's something I've learned. I can remember my days of when I was courting my wife. And before I married her, my pastor, Leroy Thompson, out of Louisiana, he said, he set me on the porch, and this is something special that it really took me to the next level because I was saying things, but I didn't know what I was saying.
We want to get back to that. We've got to go to a break. Please stand by. We'll be right back.
Up next, there's more with A.R. Bernard after the break. What is happiness, and where do you find it? From author and spiritual leader A.R. Bernard comes a powerful evangelical tool to help you achieve happiness. In this 52-week devotional, Pastor Bernard guides you through the simple steps to a life of joy. Looking for the perfect gift? Give Happiness Is to your friends and family anytime someone needs to feel the healing touch of God in their lives. Happiness Is, available now at all major retail and online bookstores.
I've got some great news. Today we're witnessing one of the most evangelistic times in human history. We're seeing people from all over the world searching for meaning and purpose in their lives. And now, some even better news. You and I have the answer. Only God can satisfy the longing and emptiness in their hearts. Every week, through programs like this, we're getting out a message of hope and encouragement. If you're already a partner in these efforts, I want to thank you for your support personally. If you haven't become a partner yet, I'm inviting you to call us at 1-800-687-1777. Become a covenant partner today. Help us change lives by spreading the good news of God's love and power in Christ. As a partner, I look forward to sending you words of encouragement and giving you biblical truths that are designed to strengthen your faith. Please join me, recognizing that we are a part of something that's much greater than ourselves. Call now, and may God richly bless you.
Join A.R. Bernard, pastor of Christian Cultural Center, on a journey of spiritual growth while spreading the message of Christ to the world. Learn more about becoming a covenant partner by calling 1-800-687-1777 or by logging on to arb.tv.